Hello and welcome back to part 6 of Brentford Moneyball approach on Football Manager 2020 with me, Lygo. Just to catch up after that Brighton game, and we've not had the best of winter periods. After the Brighton game, we went on to beat West Brom, and then it's been a bit of a mixed bag actually. A few draws, a few losses, and we actually struggled in the Cup, the FA Cup third round against Gillingham. Had to take them to two legs, drew 1-1 at our place as well, and then beat them in the second leg, or in the replay rather, 2-1. But we did get past Gillingham, and we're now in the FA Cup fourth round, and we've actually got a cup double header today. We're going to play Arsenal in the fourth round of the FA Cup, and then Tottenham in the semi-final of the Football League Cup. First up, we've got Arsenal. And as usual, we'll start with Gunnarsson, our cup keeper, in goal. Back four of Henry, Pinnock, Janssen and Dalsgaard. Baptiste as a holding player in front of them, with Jensen and Norgard partnering in midfield. And then Benrahma and Mbeumo and Watkins making the front three. Now I'm actually not expecting much today. Hopefully we can keep it competitive, and it'll be a good measure of how we'd get on if we do make it up to the Premier League at the end of the season. So I'm just going to tell the boys good luck, we're going to need it, and let them do their thing and see how we get on. For 10 minutes or so in, we've not had a great deal of possession, which is to be expected, but we do have the ball here with Dalsgaard coming down the right. Gives it to Mbeumo, try moving forward, beats one, goes past a second, can't quite get his shot off, and Arsenal get the ball clear. Well, if we can keep this to a respectable score, and like I said, it'd be a good measure of what happens next year should we get up to the Premier League. Arsenal with a set piece there, comes to nothing, headed well over. And now it's our turn with Jensen whipping the ball in. Pinnock, just the crossbar. Tell you what, if we could get a goal and take the lead here, that would do a lot for our confidence. Hopefully it'd set Arsenal back, and we could make it very competitive and go on possibly another cup run. We're already through to the semi-final of the League Cup, so a good FA Cup run as well would do us good. But we make it to half-time 0-0. I'm very happy with that. I'll tell the boys so. Tell them to keep doing their thing and see what happens in the second half. Just coming up to the 60-minute mark. Looks fairly even. I think we'll make our first change about now. See if we can get something going in the midfield. We'll swap Norgard out, bring De Silva on. And I want to change the front three slightly as well. Who do I change? We've not seen anything of Benrahma, so we'll bring two on that left-hand side. And Arsenal look to play it out from the back. We've got Saka coming down this right-hand side. Now we're doing a good job forcing Arsenal back. That's what I like to see. Very compact at the back, forcing Arsenal back. And if we can press them high up the pitch. Look at that, they've had to go all the way back to Martinez in goal. But we win the ball. Mbeumo now coming forward, gives it to Dalsgaard. Back to Janssen. Baptiste, Janssen, and Mbeumo. And he loses the ball. And Arsenal through on goal here. And there it is. We've held them for 60 minutes. They've not really looked like creating anything. But they've got through one-on-one that time, and the quality shows. Dalsgaard taking the throw in. De Silva. Just wide. Tell you what, that would have been a spectacular goal. I think we'll make the final substitution now. Don't have a forward on the bench, so Watkins can stay on. And we'll bring Canos on this right hand side as a winger. Let's see if he can create something. We've got Gunnarsson with a goal kick, short to Janssen. Dalsgaard, Canos. Back to Dalsgaard. Janssen. Jensen. Out wide to Canos. Tell you what, this is looking good. Just as I say that, De Silva gives the ball away and out Arsenal bring. Looking to counter. Oh, we've put a halt to that. Force them backwards. That's a great tackle from Henry. Now drive down that left hand side. Can he pick a pass into the middle? Gives it inside to Watkins. He beats one. And we've got a penalty. Looked like a soft one, but it's been given all the same, and Watkins with a chance to make it 1-1. He steps up, and that's a great finish into the corner. Keeper had no chance. Ollie Watkins' 13th goal of the season. And we're back in this. Can we get a second? We've got 20 minutes left. I'm actually going to ask for some creativity from the boys, and that's inspired them. Can we go on to make this 2-1? Watkins has taken a knock, but we're out of substitutions, so we'll leave him on. We've got a 92nd minute free kick whipped in. It's met by Martinez, and Arsenal get it clear. We were so close there. And at 1-1 full time, and we take Arsenal to a replay. Tell you what, that is a fantastic result. And now we're back for the Tottenham game in the semi-final of the League Cup. And we continue with Gunnarsson in goal, our cup goalkeeper. With Dalsgaard suspended, Rosev comes in at right back. We've got Janssen and Pinnock continuing in the centre of defence. And then going forward from Henry, an unchanged team from the Arsenal game, Baptiste, Jensen and Norgard make up the midfield, and then Benrahma and Bamo and Watkins are the front three. So we held Arsenal to a draw 1-1. I wonder if we can do the same against Tottenham, or if we can go one better. And we've played Tottenham already, so we'll ask them for revenge. Now, we are 4-1 down on aggregate, but I'm not interested well, I say I'm not interested. I wouldn't be disappointed if we get knocked out to Tottenham, if we can have a respectable home game against them, keep this to a good score, maybe a draw, possibly sneak a win. Even if it doesn't get us through to the final, I'd be happy. We've made it through to the semi-final, we've already overachieved, and there is a big gulfing quality between us and Tottenham at the moment. But Vertonghen has the ball here. As we look to try and get it back, Watkins does just that, but then loses it out again. Janssen wins it in the air, and Jensen has the ball, seeks out Mbeumo on the right, charges down, beats one, can't quite get past Lo Celso, and Tottenham come on the counter with Kane, and we're looking for Gunnarsson to make a stop, and he does. And then Pinnock retrieves the ball. But so far, so good. We've got the majority of the possession. We are only 20 minutes in, but we've had a few shots. And we've got a free kick just outside the area. I think that's Jensen stood over it. He goes for goal, straight at the wall. He needs to be doing better. Can we get it back into the box? He squares it to Norsgaard. Baptiste finds Janssen wide right. And he can't pick a pass into the middle. And Tottenham look to counter again. This could be an issue with Tottenham looking to counter as we get forward. And the quality there from Ali puts it away. But I think it has been disallowed. It's a let off there. And what I might do is just switch from a positive mentality to a balanced one. Just so we're not so open on the counter attack. Especially going into this second half if we're trying to sneak a win. We're going into half time 0-0. I'm happy with that. It's been even. Continue to ask to avenge what happened last time against Tottenham. Tottenham start the second half with the ball here. It's a long ball over the top, came through one-on-one. Gunnarsson can't get it this time, but he is offside. That's the second time that Tottenham have been caught offside now, so the offside trap that we're doing is working. But they are getting in over the top at the same time. And we start with Gunnarsson, gives it short to Janssen, squares it to Pinnock, who brings it out of the defence to Norgard. Wide left to Benrahma. I'd like to see a bit more of him in this game. Goes past one, can he get it into the middle? Cross is blocked, but Henry gets it at the second attempt and Mbeumo heads wide. And I think we'll make our first change. Now, as you can see, Benrahma and Watkins both having poor games, but I think I'll take Watkins off, bring new boy Bottom on. And do we change the midfield up? Or we will take Benrahma off and bring two on this left hand side. As we go into the final 30 minutes, still having the majority of the possession, of only slightly, but we've got 10 shots, 4 of them on target. Can we create that one chance to give us the goal? And we will make our final change. And I forgot to change Botheim on to an advanced forward from a complete forward. But we'll bring De Silva on for Jensen and just swap him over with Norgard and let Norgard go into the attacking playmaker role. And well, that's some creativity. Tottenham have the free kick. And a big looping header from Dyer goes into the top corner and we are one down. Which is a shame. We've been competitive. It's been, I don't want to say mostly us. Tottenham have had a few chances, especially the 2 disallowed goals, but it has been a very close game. And we hit the post that time with our free kick. So I'd be disappointed to lose 1-0. If you said that coming into the game, I would have taken it, but on today's performance, I think we definitely deserve a draw at least. And hopefully we can go and get that now. We've got Baptiste, Janssen, De Silva, Roeslev, back to Janssen. Squares it to Baptiste, forward to De Silva. Playing in little triangles. Janssen releases Mbeumo down the right. Beats one, can he get the cross in? He can. 2, Botheim, Norgard. And there we are, we have the equaliser. And it's 1-1 on the day, we're still 5-2 down on aggregate. But like I said at the start, I wouldn't be disappointed getting knocked out to Tottenham. But and we've just had an injury to Baptiste. We won't go too crazy, we'll change Norgard to a deep line playmaker. And I think we'll just leave it at that for the last couple of minutes. We've had another good showing against a strong Premier League team, which bodes well for next season. And yes, we do lose 5-2 on aggregate. We are knocked out of the cup, but I'm happy with a 1-1 draw. And I told the boys they were underdogs. It was a good effort. Apparently they're not happy with that, but I'm happy with a 1-1 draw despite getting knocked out of the cup. And just to round up the episode, just have a look at the January transfer window for ourselves. As you can see, we are the biggest spenders, which means it must have been a quiet January transfer window for the Championship. The 1.1 million spent on Eric Botheim, you would have seen him playing, or at least being a substitute in a couple of appearances earlier in episodes. So he was brought in earlier on. But if we just have a look at the transfer window summary, we've got Eric Botheim there coming in at 1.1 million euros, and then we've brought in Oliver Skipp on a loan from Tottenham, just to support in that defensive midfield role. Hopefully he can play as a half-back. He's only until the end of the season, £7,000 a week. I think that's a very reasonable loan for 6 months. 3-star current ability, so he should be well up to speed in the Championship. And then outgoing, we've had Nikos Karelis go to St Truidens for $500,000. Joe Valencia has gone out on loan to Derby. Gustav Morgansen out to Shrewsbury. And Tariq Fosu also out on loan to Derby. And if we just have a look at the schedule for the next episode, we'll come back for the 4th round FA Cup replay against Arsenal, and probably the game against Middlesbrough as well following that. And if you've liked this episode, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you've got any comments, please leave them down below. And thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.